All right. I got it. It's probably way too much for this time of the morning or afternoon or whenever you're watching this video. Obviously, Hyperdellic's had way too much coffee for whatever time it is. How's it going, kids? It's Hyperdellic here. And today, we're going to be talking about Star Wars, The Mandalorian, Ahsoka Tano from the Vintage series by Kenner, even though they're dead. Nah, it's made by Hasbro. Come on, y'all know. Now, I have the Black Series version of her, and I really like that figure. It's a really nice figure. I think they did an excellent job on the likeness. She looks a lot like Rosario Dawson. It's kind of cool. I love the package artwork. It's very nice. I love the double sabers. Ahsoka is by far probably one of my top 5 Star Wars characters. And yes, even after the Ahsoka series came out. I still like the Ahsoka from the Clone Wars era better, but we'll see how Rosario Dawson pulls this off and, keeps going with this. I'm very excited to see where it all goes in that show. But this is my Rosario Dawson Ahsoka Tano action figure. That's right. And then on the back, it shows you like other characters. You got your Bib Fortuna and Bo-Katan. I got Bo-Katan in Black Series. She's a pretty cool figure. I really need to get Fennec Shan. And I have no Stormtroopers. None. I've got like one of those giant ones. My sister and her husband bought me a few years ago, I want to say. And, it's like a 12-inch one, it's like the Titan series, all of those toys, for the younger kids, but it's cool. He wears a Christmas sweater. You may have seen him in one of my videos. All right. So we're just going to speed this through and, maybe I'll sing along to a tune for you or something. Who knows? It might not even be Star Wars related, but I'm probably going to do something Star Wars related. But it might not be. But it's probably going to be. Ta-da! There she is in all of her Ahsoka Tano-ish glory. She is a cool little figure. And she's very small on your screen, I bet. So you know what we're going to do? We're going to do some zoomies, and we're going to get even closer and way more personal. Okay, so my camera's having an issue focusing on her. There we go. I think that looks a little better. That face sculpt is splendiferous, okay? She looks really good. I like what Star Wars has been doing with their figures. She is a very, very nice figure. I'm going to start with her articulation, and I'll show you all of that. And as we go, we're gonna look at these paint apps, and you're gonna see just how gorgeous this figure is. She's really nice. It almost makes you wonder, like, man, they can pull that off. Like, imagine what they really could do with Black Series figures if they upped their game. Like, man, Hasbro could do a premium line and not even have to worry about, like, I don't even know if Hasbro does a premium line and it's just not, called Hasbro. But, okay, so let's talk about the articulation. She's got a painted neck in here, right? But it looks like she's on a ball peg. I have never pulled one of these apart. Okay, so inside is a double barbell looking dealie. And that is her neck. I am so glad that didn't break. And we're just gonna shove her head back on. I think that went on. Yeah, that's on. Hey, all right. Hey, you're no longer headless. I think it's her skin tone. I think the camera's finding it hard to track her skin tone. That's weird. It's like zooming in on my fingers instead of her skin. Okay, so that's her head. And I mean, she can do some stuff, you know, with the head thing, with her neck tails. It's kind of hard to do, but she can look that far forward, and that's pretty good. There is no, oh wait, this one does. It has ab articulation. I'm not sure if maybe I just wasn't pushing hard enough with Palpatine or not. But yeah, that's the only other figure that I've opened so far in the vintage series, and he did not seem to have any waist articulation like that. He just seemed to swivel. And maybe he did. I don't know. I'll check him later. I'll let you know. Maybe I won't. Probably not. Right? I'm lazy. I don't, if I don't show you now, I ain't gonna show you. Those face paint apps are very nice. I mean, this face looks like Rosario freaking Dawson. I mean, it's pretty good. I mean, for as small as that is, I mean, look at that. Her face is smaller than my fingernail. Okay. And I got little fingers, okay? I mean, they're sausagey, but they're not huge. Sausagey, right? You like that? All right, so her armpit, there's some weird molding going on here, but I'm going to tell you, at a normal human eyes view, you kind of don't notice it, right? Looking at it with my naked eye, I don't notice it. But going back to the camera's going to show a lot of things that you don't want to show. So just remember that. You are beautiful. You're beautiful. You. Don't listen to that camera. All right, so her elbow bends to about 90 degrees. I want to say that's how the Black Series one is. And then she has a hand twist, like it pivots, but it does not rock. Let's see. I don't want to break it. Yeah, there's no rocker, but it does twist. You know, it does pivot. So that's fine. It's little. You don't need it to do crazy things. Sometimes less articulation is better. Let's see if she does. Oh, okay. So she does some leg splits, right? And then she's got that weird, they did it with this one too, where they kind of molded the cloth over the knee. She does not have a double joint, but man, does she go back far, like with that knee joint. So, I mean, it doesn't have a double knee. And if you push it, this is where it goes naturally, but with bend and give, you can touch. But yeah, that's about as far back as she goes. And then her foot can go like that. Keep in mind again, this is a 3¼ inch figure. This is tiny. That foot can twist all the way around. This is a highly articulated 3¼ inch figure. Okay. I am gaga for figures like this. I love the Hiya Toys exquisite minis. I have RoboCop, and I have some Star Trek ones that are gonna be coming. And everything that I have seen from Hiya Toys, I really like. I'm getting into that new Monarch series, and it's kind of making me love the heck out of Godzilla stuff. I always loved Godzilla when I was a kid, but I just, my dad got me into Godzilla when I was a kid. He got my brother big into Godzilla. And I don't know if my brother still is big into the Godzilla stuff, but I know he loved it for a while. Man, it's amazing the kind of articulation that they put into these tiny, tiny little figures. All right, so now we're going to throw her lightsabers in her hand. I don't remember which one she holds with which hand. I'm just going to guess and put one in one hand and one in the other. Right? Dun, 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 dun. Dun, oh. Maybe we'll put one way and we're going to put the other one the other way, and it's going to go up and back behind her. Yeah, that looks cool. I like that. Dun, 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 dun. Right. Let's see if I can get her to stand. Now, I'm going to tell you this much. For these little figures, and they do have peg holes, you can see that's a peg hole. For these little figures, they are quite stable. Now, I'm going to bring in the Black Series Ahsoka. And I usually put her on some kind of a stand because I like to give her a really fun, dynamic pose because, well, she's Ahsoka. And I know my my online buddy Adam over at Radical Toys, his lady friend Toy Mama, she's a big Ahsoka fan. Here you go, Toy Mama. this one's for you, girl. I love Ahsoka. She is one of my favorites. The fact that she is Darth Vader's apprentice before he was Darth is just so cool. Like, and that she's such a conflicted character, but yet she's such a good, kind, good-hearted character. You know, I mean, we won't go into the whole depth, but man, the vintage version or vintage series version of this character, man, and I have to keep on making it focus on her. It's a really, really incredibly cool action figure. I am probably going to be a little bit more apt to buy some of these figures in the future. I will be more prone to buy some, just because having unboxed this and like had it in hand, I'm really impressed with it. I have no idea where the heck I'm going to put her because she was hanging on a peg. So now I'm going to have to find a spot for her. Ahsoka. Yes. That's such a generic female voice. I have so many different voices that I can do, but like when it comes to like women, I can't really do it unless I like throw an accent. Like maybe, all right, I'll make her Scottish. Yes. Oh, sure. How are you? Oh, that's Irish. Oh, my darling. Now she sounds like Mrs. Doubtfire. All right, Ahsoka, tell the folks what I need them to know. Okay, so over here, you're gonna hit the subscribe button, and I just gave up. I'm giving up now. Hit the subscribe button and turn on notifications, and then you come over here and you hit the like button, and then you leave a comment down below. Yes, yeah. It sounds like Ahsoka's been smoking a little too much or something. My mother had a voice like this, and I kid you not. Like the woman, actually, her voice was much more gruff than mine. And people would call when I was older. I was like in my 20s, still going to college, and like I would be home, and my mom would call, or somebody would call the house, and they'd be looking for me, and they'd get my mom, and they're like, "Dude, quit messing around. Like, it's not a dude." Like, so now Ahsoka has the voice of a dude. All right, kids, you guys have a nice one. Keep on the lookout for more of my videos. I got a Bill Burr action figure coming up soon because I don't know what the heck his Star Wars name is. He's like Baba Poopa or something. I don't know. Some crazy made up thing. All right, kids. Goodbye.